Hey there, this is John Anthony Francis Wilcox, and today is Saturday, the 6th of July, 2024. Hope you're all doing well. Today is the birthday of three people I know. It's my friend Mark's birthday, it is my friend Sarah Ferguson's birthday, who I haven't heard from in many years, and it is fellow cartoonist John Burns' birthday. So happy birthday to all. And also, looking at my calendar, tomorrow is my friend Janice's birthday. Monday is my great niece Abigail's birthday. Tuesday would have been my mom's 95th birthday. And Wednesday would have been my dear friend Susie's birthday, who died a few years ago. I don't know if I ever told that story. She had been ill and they had to do heart surgery. Sorry, I'm just putting that back. They had to do heart surgery, and when they operated on her, they unknowingly put a small nick in her heart. And within a few months, it gave out and she died. And I lost one of my dearest, most wonderful friends. Like her husband said to me, she was an angel put on earth, and he was happy to get and felt very privileged to have the time he got to spend with her. And as her friend, I agree with that totally. So, a lot of birthdays, a lot of memories. So, of all those, I'll be probably after this, I'll give my friend Mark a call and we'll see what he has to say. So, let me touch on something that I mentioned last week briefly, because this was very sweet. I had mentioned how friends of mine came to a show nearby, didn't bother to stop by or say hi, or they don't come visit me, and that is what it is. But Tuesday, I got a call from my friend Gary Levin, who I've known since March of 1983 when we met at a Robert Fripp show at Toad's Place in New Haven, which was my first ever show at Toad's Place, in fact. But I remember much of it vividly, and I remember Gary and I talking about the band Happy the Man, which we both really liked. So, anyway, Gary called me up on Tuesday evening to let me know that Wednesday he was going to the Ridgefield Playhouse to see a show. I believe it was Asia, Curved Air, Focus, and he was Martin Turner from Wishbone Ash. But he said, "Oh, while I'm coming down, I thought I would stop by. Let me know if that works for you." And ironically, it was the one day it didn't work for me because he would have been coming at the same time as Grace Mary was bringing me communion. So I told him it's the one day we can't, but I'm sure before long I'll see him. So that was very nice. Thank you for thinking of me, Gary. Great. Um, far as thinking of me, also got a lovely email today from my pal Rob Gennarini, who enjoyed my 6 songs by 6 different artists, and he sent me 6 artists as well, which is wonderful. I wish everyone did that. If you like that, John, here's my choices for the week. Cool. I think that's wonderful. I'm all about interaction. So what else this week? Feeling lousy with my stomach still on and off. I mean, that's going to be probably a lifetime thing. Who knows? I hope not. Um, I I had been frustrated and had writer's block to write these 2 reviews. One for the Jethro Tull Bursting Out box set, and one for the David Bowie Rock and Roll Star box set with 2 books and 5 CDs and a Blu-ray audio. But as of about a half hour ago, both of them are done and sent out, and put up and sent to the publicist. So I just sort of, you know, it went away. It just was like, oh, now I know what I want to say. That's the thing, especially when you're writing about, like in the case of Jethro Tull, they've put out many box set remasters of their album catalog, and you want to treat each one with respect and care, and have it not just be the same, oh gee, this sounds great kind of thing. Have its own, because every album has its own character. So I feel, and I suppose I don't always succeed, but I try. I try to have every review have its own character. Um, for example, with the Bowie, it made me think of when did I first, because the Bowie box set is all um, sort of the road to and past the 1972 Ziggy Stardust and the rise and fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Um, and I realized that was the first Bowie album I ever heard, complete album. Back in the day, because my oldest sister Nancy, the one who died in February, had gotten it on cassette through like one of the either Columbia or RCA Record Club, and that's how I heard it. And so I shared my thoughts on that at the time, and I thought that it added a focus to me of what this is, a deep dive into that period in Bowie's career. And it's very, very well done. It's an expensive box. I thank the Lord that they sent it to me to review, and I didn't have to pay the 140, 150 for it, whatever it is, something like that. But if you are a Bowie fan and you want to do the deep dive, that one is really quality goods. I just want to tell you. So, what else? I've enjoyed the past few days since the 4th of July. I guess it ends tomorrow. On one of the channels here, it's like called the Heroes and Icons channel. They've been running a 4-day Twilight Zone marathon. They're calling it the Rod, White, and Blue Marathon, which is clever. And I've seen a lot of episodes that I hadn't seen in a while, like 2, which is a beautiful one. And just, Mr. Dingle the Strong and who is it, Mr. Bevis? Mr. Bevis? And things like that, Night Call, all sorts of stuff. It's just great, a reminder of what a great series it was, and it stands the test of time, and it's still fresh. Yes, there are things that are very kind of end of 50s, beginning of 60s Cold War stuff, but beautifully, beautifully done. And beyond that, what else? Haven't heard from many other people. I know my friend Ari she went from having one slammer of a weekend to a day or two off to kind of recuperate. And then from Wednesday on, she's had an event going until Sunday, about, I don't know, 2, 3 hours from her house. So she's just been working in the heat uh, over in the Midwest. So I hope she's doing well. Had a lovely talk with my friend Suzanne, who seemed to be more hopeful and in better spirits than she has in over a year. So I was overjoyed with that. That's just a beautiful thing. Um, Thinking a lot about family, thinking a lot about life and my friends and moving forward and what's coming up. And, you know, looking at all the great stuff ahead that I hope is ahead. I hope you have a lot of great stuff ahead too. And I think we'll close it there. I'm sure I'll think, as always, I'll think of something where I go, oh, I didn't talk about the trombone, but there was no trombone this time. So, see you next week. I love you all. Bye bye.